Welcome back. This month is Life Insurance Awareness Month, and we'd like to take a couple of moments to talk to you about the most important policy that we offer in our agency, and that's life insurance. With me is Kevin Kelley, with over 30 years' experience in the life insurance industry, working with agents and clients to help design the correct policy and that help them meet their needs because every client is unique. Thanks for being with us today, Kevin.
Thanks for having me as part of your operation here today, Alan. Yeah, life insurance, as you mentioned, is quite possibly the most important policy that when it comes to the various amounts of various types of life insurance people can buy. Life insurance is probably the most important consideration when we evaluate each person's unique needs, their circumstances. We found in the past that a lot of people would do something about their life insurance if somebody just simply brought it to their attention. Hopefully that's what this month will be, September being Life Insurance Awareness Month. Hopefully that kind of brings that conversation. It's a conversation starter for people, and we can take it from there. We can help them.
Well, it's interesting. We talk about how important life insurance is. There's some really startling industry statistics that LIMR's put together.
Yeah, interesting. LIMR, of course, if you don't know, LIMR is the Life Insurance Marketing Association, and what they do is they don't sell any product. They simply compile statistics for us and for the consumers to use. And what they found is that in their annual evaluations, a full 30% or 3 in 10 people out there have no life insurance whatsoever. Startling as that may be, another 50% of the people are completely underinsured. So most of the people that we run into on a day-to-day basis either don't have enough life insurance, they don't have the right type of life insurance, or they're underinsured or completely uninsured. So that makes my job and Alan's job interesting day in and day out.
Well, when we talk about choosing the right products and choosing the right amount and helping folks with the risk management needs, there's it's more to that than just simply selling a policy.
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah, each situation is going to be different. Each one's unique. I like to say that when it comes to their insurance needs, they're as unique as snowflakes, that no two situations are the same. So what we usually do is we'll conduct a careful analysis, and Alan we can either do it on a piece of paper. We have computer-generated tools that will help us, and we will talk to each individual, assess their needs, their unique situation, whether it's just simply husband and wife, a single person, a single parent. Each situation is going to be a little bit different. So we'll go through the needs analysis, have a conversation with them about their budget, how much they're comfortable setting aside in order to address those needs. And from there, we'll try to put together a life insurance portfolio that makes sense for them and it's affordable, quite frankly.
Along that same line, people think and tend to have this vision that life insurance is only for the horrible thing that might happen, the untimely death of somebody, which really life insurance has a lot of benefits. Today's products have a lot of benefits, not only death benefits, but living benefits.
Living benefits as well, too. Many policies that are in the marketplace today, they have things on them such as what they call chronic illness riders. I know Farmers has recently introduced a product with a chronic illness rider. And what does that mean is that should you find yourself in a position where you can no longer do 2 out of the 6 activities of daily living, rather than have that death benefit simply paid out at your death, you can have some of it paid out as a living benefit to help you with the increased costs with nursing home health care, those sort of things. So yeah, life insurance has become more than just a death benefit type of a sale. It's something that can take into consideration a lot of the contingencies that could happen in your lifetime.
Well, and you were talking about that, some of the new product offerings and the up-to-date stuff, that's a perfect example. That product is a perfect example of where you have a living benefit, a death benefit, and if you live long enough, and you would have access to cash as well.
Yep, absolutely. A lot of people out there will be using life insurance not just as a death benefit, but as an accumulation tool. Some of the companies position it as an asset class. And people use life insurance as a funding vehicle to help supplement their retirement, perhaps look for an additional avenue towards college savings, really any of a number of needs. So the permanent policies or the cash value type of policies will build that cash, and it's up to you what you want to use it for.
Yeah, there are a lot of things that we can go into, with the cash value policy. Keeps you qualified under the new Obamacare. That doesn't affect your subsidies for your health insurance, and there's a lot of things like that. We also work with a lot of clients in our office in the ag sector that life insurance also has a huge benefit, and that sector has a huge need for that as well.
Oh, sure. Yeah, a lot of times protecting the family farm and passing that on to the next generation, taxes can come into consideration. The value of that estate, whether or not it's taxable, can come into consideration. And just simply from a liquidity standpoint, in order to keep that farm moving, should something happen to the primary operator of the farm, the life insurance can provide the liquidity that's sorely needed at that point to keep that operation going, keep it in the family.
Most certainly, and it can work the same thing for business owners. Something else that we run into and we see is, you have a family and maybe one of the children stay to run the operation. The other children go off and do other careers. And life insurance can help business owners and farmers fund that problem as well.
Sure, to equalize an estate, a lot of farmers are using the life insurance to equalize the estate. If somebody's left behind to run the farm, you don't want to disinherit the other 2 or 3 children. A lot of times they'll use the life insurance to equalize an estate. So, yeah, very valid use for it. Happens a lot of times.
When we talk about life insurance, and I've experienced it, I know you've experienced it, Kevin, when you write us the check, we're just delivering on a promise. And I hope that every one of those contracts I write, I never have to deliver on that. However, I have, unfortunately, and it's made a world of a difference for a lot of folks.
Oh, it can make a tremendous amount of difference. I can remember delivering death benefit checks for as little as $75,000 and having the beneficiary tell me that $75,000 made all the difference in the world to them staying in that house or not staying in the house. Now you think to yourself, well, $75,000 doesn't seem like a lot of money, and maybe it's not to some people, but in that case, it was a real difference maker. So I think one of the statistics that LIMRA has compiled that surprised me more than anything is that they said most people, 85% of the people out there, overestimate the cost of a life insurance policy. And I find that surprising. And people like Alan, the agents, it's worth a conversation with your agent to find out, I'd understand that I do have this need. Could you at least give me an idea what it might cost to do that, to address that need? You may be pleasantly surprised that it's not out of reach or it's not impractical for you to own the right amount of coverage.
Kevin, thanks for being with us today.
Thanks for having me as part of your team today, Alan. I appreciate the opportunity.
If you would like more information on life insurance and the products we offer, look us up on the web at alandavisinsurance.com or give us a call at 800-686-2148.